Y'all, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so this video is going to be excuse me, it's going to be a little bit more, I don't know, more on a serious note, I guess. I'm in my car. I should be going for my walk right now, but honestly, it's been a rough morning. It's been a rough year. Like, honestly, it's been a rough year for me. And like, yeah, like now it's been about a year since I've been out of work. Formally, I try to do Spark and some doula work on the side, but I've been out of work and just literally just by myself. And I am naturally an introvert, so I do have this the toxic ability to just, you know, completely isolate. And but I also understand what God's required me to isolate, and then when it's just like I don't have anybody. And I can say right now in this season, I don't have nobody. And when I say that, and I do understand, like, you know, love languages, etc. Like, so it's not so much that I expect people to do for me like what I would do for them if I had like the ability or the resources, sort of, to like do certain things that I wish I could do for like people in my life. It's just knowing like what I need in this season. And you know, to be completely honest, I could say that I am genuinely like, I'm hurt. I know all about me, y'all, so excuse me, but I'm just trying to get over that part. But I can say that I realize that my feelings are I don't know if it's my feelings are hurt, or I'm disappointed or just unfulfilled when it comes to friendships. Like, I don't have any family. I only have like one sibling that I speak to, but there's no like aunts and uncles. I don't have a lot of friends or whatever. And it's not necessarily by choice. No contact with family was a boundary thing that needed to happen, but I've been hoping to cultivate, you know, a family or a community for me and my kids, and it's just not happening. And I do know, like, you know, as a believer, it's like, oh, so you go to church or whatever. And it's like, I have a couple of online things I follow, but and going to like an in-person church, my son has special needs and a lot of ministries cannot accommodate him. So sometimes it's just going, and you know, he's getting older, so if he doesn't want to be somewhere, he does have behaviors to like elopement type thing, like behaviors that he won't stop until, but he'll do anything he needs to do until he, you know, we're able to walk out the door. So if that's him standing on a chair, or just, you know, it's just a lot of behaviors may come to that. I don't, you know, and it's been a while since I've tried it, so I don't know if he would still react the same way. But I have to do a lot of mental preparation for the, you know, knowing like, you know, like the ministry, you know, quote unquote, not having resources to pretty much meaning people to work with him one-on-one for, you know, the children's ministry. So then when I take him with me, let my girls go to class instead. Then, like I said, I can't really focus on the sermon anyway, depending on what's going on with them. It's been a while since I've been to physical church. But anyway, my whole point is, I know church can help with that, like when you don't have family and stuff like that, but I just explained why that's not really a go-to option for in-person church. And but I think the part that hurts the most is that while I don't have a lot of friends or whatever, but in this last year I've been trying to be intentional with expressing myself. And it's like, you know, like literally just saying, hey y'all, I'm not okay. Like the last job that I had that I lost, that paid me really well, it was a night shift, and for a single mother, you know, so, you know, it was ideal. But at the same time, the first couple of, like, the beginning of my shift was rough because my kids were still awake, so that part was a little bit challenging. And then like also not be able to sleep like the way that I need to during the day as well was kind of getting to me. I was still trying to find that, you know, anybody who work night shift, you know, it's not easy or whatever. But so while I miss the money and everything, it's like when I'm not working, I'm able to be more present with my children and not be so stressed out or like disconnected with them. But at the same time, when I'm not working, I could be there for them. But like right now, all of my bills are due, and I have no idea. Like all of my bills are beyond due, and I have no idea like how I'm gonna get out this funk. Like I can spark but so much, and that's how the other part too is like, even when I was trying to plan the spark, like over the summer, like I don't know what it was, but I had like vertigo for a little bit, so I was having like these really chronic like dizzy spells. I'm going on, and then I had like my son went to school within the first week, literally like the Monday he went to school, he was exposed to COVID. So then we have COVID, you know what I mean? So it was like anytime we trying to do something, I'm trying to do something popping up, because you're a mother of three, those things are gonna happen. And then trying to finally rest up, because like I need to like get this weight off me, stuff like that. I'm trying to rest up to get to that point where I can start, you know, going. And but I just it's been rough. Like I feel like I've been fighting anxiety, I've been fighting depression, and when I've tried to open up to like previous family in the past, it was dismissed. It's always just like, I don't know, people are so used to me to just doing things on my own, just, you know, just trying to figure it out and, you know, fighting for me and my kids, that I don't know why people just feel like they don't like I don't need help, or I don't know, it's like they think I don't deserve it. Maybe they think I'm just being, it's almost like people want me to work to like the bone, like pretty much be on my deathbed or something, versus just being like, I have the resources, I have the help, and I see this coming, so I can help you. You know what I mean? Like, and not to their detriment, but it's almost like I can't get any kind of like financial support until it's like me and my kids about to be homeless or something, or it's sort of like emotional and spiritual aspect. I just can't get anybody to take me. I just feel like it's being dismissed, and it hurts. And like Saturday was my birthday, and I just got a couple of texts, and it's just like, how did I get to the point that I had like a milestone birthday, and people in my life, I watched them celebrate people. Like I watched them go out their way to be there for others, right? To celebrate like everyday life things with them, accomplishments, birthdays, whatever. But when it comes to me, nobody seems to, I don't have anybody in my life that is like, that cares to be like, it's her birthday, she's all the way out, you know, in this state by herself, it's only her and the kids, so I know she can't do anything the way that she, especially like some things I had wanted to do that I just can't do right now. But it's like nobody is like sees that or care enough to want to put a smile on my face, you know what I mean, to want to do any inkling of anything, to be like, I just want her to enjoy her day. Meaning like, and once again, I'm not saying that nobody gotta break the bank or, you know, do anything to inconvenience themselves, but it's like, I watch people really just go out their way and be very mindful to celebrate others, and then it's like, when it comes to me, I'm just getting the bare minimum. Not even an e-card, not even like mailing me a birthday postcard, not even like, you know, just to have a bouquet of flowers. It's like, how did I get to the point where the friends that I do have, the siblings I do speak to, like, I'm just such an afterthought, or just like, oh, okay, it's a birthday, let me send her a text, and not like, you knew in advance, so let me try to do something to, you know, put a smile on her face. Like, even this is with me expressing myself, you know, expressing all the bills that are due, and I'm scared, I'm struggling right now. Or even aside from that, it's the emotional aspect of it all. Like I've said it. I've said I'm lonely. I've said I'm anxious. I've said I think I might even like be fighting depression or something. And you know, I've admitted, like, even being on camera right now, I don't feel confident. Like I don't I don't feel, you know, like when I look in the mirror, I don't feel beauty right now. I don't feel, you know, like how God created me, you know, to be. And I don't want to dishonor him or disrespect him, you know what I mean, in his creation, but that's what I'm struggling with. Like, I don't feel beautiful right now. I don't feel, you know, joyful right now. even beyond the bills getting, you know, paid, because I know God always comes through for me. And even though I don't like this struggle, I don't like this delay, I don't like having to, you know, wait so hard or so long, or work so hard, or beg, you know, to get the help that I need. But I also have to trust God and respect what He's doing with, you know, with me in this season, and what He's trying to pull out of me or whatever. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hurt. And it's so much even bigger than my birthday. It's just an everyday life to sit back and then to know, like, there's nobody that, even if they had the means, that will go out there like that even has the thought, you know, in their heart to be like, or even, you know how some people, like, God will like drop you in their spirit, like, you know how people like just pop in my head, and like somebody recently that I haven't spoken to in like months, and she's just popping in my head, and we've been like, you just, you know, not speaking or whatever. And I was just like, okay, I sent a voice note, and, you know, and I was just like, hey, how you doing, you know, I'm still here if you ever need me, etc., etc. And sometimes just like, as you know, that's why I kind of struggle spiritually, because it's just like, you know, like, for I don't have my mom or my dad, or I don't have uncles or aunts, I don't have all that stuff, right? Even when I express that, some people just say like I'm bitter or whatever. It's like, I'm not bitter. I'm just acknowledging that I don't. I think so many people, like, they have people in their lives, so I guess they can't relate to genuinely not having family. You know what I mean? Like, not have a cousin, not having that kind of support. Maybe I don't know, people can't relate or something. But it just sucks to know, like, I guess I'm not being dropped in anybody's spirit. Like, nobody thinking about me in that way to be like, is she okay? You know what I mean? Or it's like I don't have anybody around who, you know, like, for me to say, hey, I'm not okay. I feel like I'm drowning. I feel like I'm fighting something. I feel, you know, like, I haven't had a hug since God knows when. Probably, to be completely honest, it probably has been a couple of years now. And as a human being, like, we know that's not healthy. But, you know, for me to say I'm fighting anxiety, I'm fighting depression, I'm extremely lonely, like, I don't understand why, you know, I'm the one that just, you know, I'm watching everybody else go through divorces, or parents watching these children, and they have their husband, they have the parents that come out their way to help, they have the sibling that will, you know what I mean, take some time off and come and support, and, or they have the financial support, whatever. And it was like, gosh, you know, with everything I have going on, like, why can't I have help? But it's not in a bitter or jealous or envious way, because I prayed about that to make sure it's not what it is. It's just a desire that I have for me and my kids. And it's just like, why, you know, is it not happening for me? Or why is it that even the people that I do have in my life, that I am openly saying these very same things to, and is dismissed. It is dismissed. And this week I have to really sit with it and say, at my grown age, at 40 years old, I don't have anybody that, if they have the means, right, and I'm telling them, hey, I'm not okay, like, I'm fighting something, and, you know, I'm really struggling, I can't barely even get out of bed sometimes, who would literally just drop what they're doing for a day or two and fly out to like see about me, or to pour some love into me, or, you know, send some flowers, or, like, you know, just any kind of encouragement, encouraging text, something. It's just not happening. And, like, I had to tell, like, a particular friend, like, you know, I had to be honest about that. Like, I've been, you know, expressing myself, and that's not easy for me too, because I keep a lot to myself. So it's disheartening that when I do open up about things, that is dismissed. It's ignored. It's almost like everybody's focused on, okay, well, how can she make money? Or that's literally the most I get. Oh, and any luck on your job search? Or here's like a social media thing you could do to try to build your client, you know, your clientele or whatever. And it's like, I hear all of that, and I know I need the money, and I'm trying. But why are we ignoring the fact that I'm saying I'm not okay? Like, I'm struggling, and I don't know why, and it's hard. And you know, facing that reality and seeing like this is where I am in life, it hurts. I'm not even gonna lie, it really does hurt. And um I'm I had to come to the realization. Then it's like I guess I put people in that position to not, I don't know, support me, or to love, to feel like they're not required to love me in the way that I need, because I don't know, like I don't know what it is, but it's like I guess I have to take accountability, but and just say, but I don't. I am saying it. Like I am saying like, hey, I'm not okay. I'm lonely. I'm tired. I'm anxious. I'm saying it, and then people are still dismissing it. So I don't know if it's like the ones who dismiss it that I may need to just keep some space, you know, to myself or something. But and that part is hard because I literally don't even have nobody, and the people that I do have around, I'm having to like almost scream, you know, from a mountaintop, like, hey, I'm not okay. And even then, they're not taking me seriously. It's almost like I would have to be like in the hospital, you know what I mean, or like try to unalive myself. It's like I don't know what it would take, if anything at all, for people to realize, like, to finally like come through. Like it shouldn't have to take that, you know, I get to a point where I hurt myself or something for people to take seriously that I'm saying that I'm not okay. And I know they're not doctors or whatever, you know, like, I understand that finding a new therapist, I get all of that, but on a friendship level, I could say right now I'm very disappointed. And I don't feel like people are hearing me, and I have, you know, I've been respectful, and I've been patient and graceful, because I know everybody has their own thing going on. But it's literally been a year of me expressing this, and it's being dismissed. So, and I don't even know why I'm sharing this, but I'm just sharing the reality of being a divorced mom, being a special needs mom, being a Christian mom. So, and meaning that I can't just, you know, like, I don't have to be single. We know how this works. Like, I could get a date if I want a date. I could meet, but it's like, yeah, but do you want to just date just everybody? You know what I mean? Like, or you want to be patient and wait for what God has for you? You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot, y'all. I did pull up like a devotional today and found some scriptures of encouragement, you know, in the word where it's like, it was a good reminder, that, you know, just from keeping in mind that God is with me. You know, there's no valley too low, no, you know, if up in heaven or in the depths of a, you know, like he's there with me, no matter how much the enemy is constantly reminding me that I don't have no family, I don't have friends like that or whatever. God has always been there with me, and I'm trying to make sure I'm focusing on the fact that, God, you're here with me. You're not going to forsake me, you know, despite me not, you know, I don't have a mother, I don't have a father, but you are there with me. You're going to provide me with family. You're going to provide me with friends. You're going to provide me with the resources I need. You won't give me the strategy that I need to be able to provide for my kids and my bloodline financially. You know, I know God's going to do it for me. I know he is working it all out. I'm trying to be strong. I'm trying to be patient on this journey. I'm trying to be wise and discerning of the people who come into my life and who may have to leave my life, or things I may have to do to activate and find the people that are meant to be around me and my children like that. Trying to be mindful of that. I just know I'm ready for it. It's been a long time, and some days is harder than others, especially when I have to sit with the reality of I'm expressing myself, I'm telling you I'm not okay, and it constantly being dismissed. I had to sit with the fact today that my feelings were hurt. I had to sit with the fact today that you know, like, yes, I have to, you know, grieve and get over the fact that I don't have family. Like, you know, even though I watch other people get divorced and go through things and they're able to go back home, and I don't have nowhere to go back. Like, there is no go back home. There is no home, you know. And I think it really hurts me more because I'm like, I don't want this for my kids. You know, prior to them getting married and, you know, building their own families, like, I want them to experience love. you know, from me and from other people that God has ordained to be a part of our circle. I want them to feel loved by others. I want them to feel, you know, to have the surrogate aunties, the surrogate uncle, the surrogate cousins. I want that for them. I want them to have community, so that when a man does come around in the way future, that they have more than just me. You know, perfectly by then I have my husband. I will have my husband, because that's a long time ago, y'all. Because I feel like that's something that's been used against me when I've met men and certain people, because they know I ain't got nobody. So, like, you know what I mean? So there's nobody around to be like, hey, I don't know about this one like that. I mean, or the people I have around are just not that invested to be like, you know, discerning or praying about it enough to be like, okay, hey y'all, you know, hey girl, I see you dating this guy, but I don't get a good feeling about, like, I don't have that. And I don't, it's hard to do life, like, you know, when there's nobody around to guide you, to talk to you, or nobody who cares. Like, there's nobody who's like gonna go out their way without me having to beg or plead or scream for their support. And I'm a couple of days, you know, into this new year life of 40, I just realized this is where my life is, and I don't like it. And I don't want to foster any more friendships that, you know, maybe you can help me out financially when I'm really desperate and I need it. And outside of that, yeah, we can have conversations, you know, here and there, but it's like, we can't get to the nitty gritty of everyday life, of my emotions, of my heart, of me properly, you know, being loved and being tended to, you know what I mean? Like, I just realized, like, and I'm like, maybe they doing that because they feel like I'm not taking, I don't know, but I'm at a point where I'm like, you know what, I'll have to just love on me. I have to spoil me. I have to take care of me. I have to, like, I'm at the point I'm just like, I'm not playing about me anymore. Because, you know what I mean, like, I have to be that person that I know that I am, so that whoever comes in my life, whoever in my life, it's like, you're going to have to approach me differently. You have to come at me differently. You're not giving me the bare minimum anymore. I'm not that girl. Like it's like, that's where I'm at. Because I'm like, there's no way. You know, like there's no way that I deserve this type of treatment. I'm not a bad person. If I have and you need it, you got it. And I just don't know how my life has gotten to this point where this is where I am, and I genuinely don't have anybody who loves me enough to want to see me through this genuinely beyond the surface. But I do know that it's time for change, and I'm just not playing small anymore. I will overcome anxiety. I will overcome depression. I will overcome poverty. I will overcome this weight loss and this genuinely health journey. You know what I mean? I will be the best mom that I can. I will be the best me that I can. I will have family who love me and who don't play about me. You know what I mean? I will have friends who love me and don't play about me. I'm gonna have it. I had to like cry through this and process and realize this is where I am. And I'm getting in a position where I'm just not going to allow anybody else in my life who's going to come in and think that they're going to play with me in that way, or not value me and like who I am and what I have to offer. I don't, you know, but I don't, because I'm a divorced mom, or because I don't know what it is, but I genuinely, on a human level, like on a surface level, I don't care, because I know my heart, and I'm not accepting anything but kingdom connection. So if it's to the point where I feel like maybe God didn't place you in my life, or maybe that season is over, or maybe we need a break, or whatever it is, that's just how I'm flowing. That's just how I'm flowing. I just when I feel this way, my biggest takeaway is just like, gosh, I don't want anybody else to feel this way. It hurts so bad. It's so lonely. It's so difficult that I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. So if you in a similar situation like me, or whatever, I'm just somebody I'm sharing, like, you're not alone. Prayerfully, if it's God's will, we can connect or whatever. But I just don't want you to give up. I want you to trust God. The same God's gonna do it for me, He's gonna do it for you too. We just gotta get to the point where we prioritize God, and we start showing up for ourselves, showing up for our children, showing up for our loved ones the best way that we can. and not allowing people in our life who just don't respect or don't see our value. We don't have to go out our way to prove ourselves, to prove our worth. If somebody has access to you and they're not cherishing that and they're not respecting it, then maybe they just shouldn't have access to you anymore. That's just how I'm moving forward. So yeah, y'all, time is flying. Of course, at night, time be so slow when I'm home with these kids waiting for bedtime. But during the day, when they're in school, child, it is to be going. So I'm still out here about to go for this walk before it gets too hot. You know, I'm in North Carolina and the weather be lit. So I'm about to get my sneakers out the trunk, go for this walk in my favorite park. I'll probably do a little prayer walk type situation there. And I'm honestly feeling better. Now that I got this out, I do feel better. I'm happy I didn't cry on camera. But I'll be sharing this journey with you more. This journey towards healing and building family and loved ones. And pray for, like I can stay consistent. I'm going to order a ring light today. But yeah, if you watch this video straight through, I appreciate you. I love you. God loves you even more. Love yourself today as well, okay? Be blessed. Bye.